Hi everyone, this is Sam Manford with your C-Level Selling Tip number 13, ousting the embedded competitors. Now, competitors accounts are a great opportunity for you. They're highly qualified. These are customers or prospects that are always looking for something better, better pricing, better service, better way to do it. And so it's a great opportunity. And the competitor is always vulnerable. No matter who you are, if you're serving a customer, there's always going to be problems. And these customers are not going to be happy with this. However, they are resistant to change. Now, they're resistant to change for a lot of reasons. The inertia effect, the devil we know may be better than the devil we don't know. The effort, that it requires to change. You got to go out looking for bids. You got to review them, the startup, the training, all this kind of stuff. They may have other priorities that are bigger than the problem they're having with their competitor. The politics, I don't know how my boss is going to like this and I don't want to sell it, plus the other associates that really like the competitor, there's all kinds of politics. Or the competitor may be making some efforts to correct it. However, there is this vulnerability that's really good for you. So why it's good, what you have to do to make it good for you is position yourself as the number 2 supplier. Make it easy for these people to switch. There's always problems. They just don't want to go through the effort. But if it's easy, I just have to pick up the phone and call you, then it's easy to switch and you're going to get some business. And the way you make it easy to switch is first you have to get connected with all the right people, including the top level people. You have to get known by these people. You just can't go in there and say hello. You got to really understand their needs, their wants, their desires, and things like that. And then you have to show them that you can deliver. You're capable and you have the wherewithal, and so you have to develop credibility with these people. And once you do this, you'll be positioned as number 2. Now here's the common situation. You go in prospecting and the prospect or the customer says they like the incumbent. And the problem is you assume that everybody is in the same boat. When they use that they word, you assume that means the whole company, including the powerful people. So you got to be very careful there. And so you sort of leave, and you sort of, back off and you say, well, if you, ever need me for something, here's my card, please give me a call. Now, the resulting problem is you'll never penetrate this account. And what happens is a competitor that's maybe a little bit more aggressive, a little more attuned with what's going on, will penetrate the account. So what you're doing, your problem is here, the resulting problem is you're really listening to the competitor sponsors. You've got to get to a lot of other people and really start understanding. And then you haven't really made it easy for them to switch. You haven't developed yourself as a competent replacement. You've just sort of shown up and said, we can do it, and, please call us if you need a quote. Now, let's check yourself. Our standard thing always 4, 3, most of the time, usually down to never. So let's answer this question. Number 1, do you tend to put down the competitors when you talk with their customers? Geez, we can do it better. Do you put the people on the defensive? How often do you do that? Do you avoid competitors' accounts entirely? I mean, do you always avoid them? Do you usually avoid them? Sometimes, or never avoid them? You're always on them. Do you ask competitors' customers what they like about their incumbent? How often do you do that? And do you ask what needs are not being met by the competitor? Now you can stop this. There's 5 questions here. You can stop this and answer them at your leisure. And do you interview at least 4 of the people in a competitor's account? How often do you interview lots of people? Now here's the scoring. 3 plus 4 plus 5 minus the combination of 1 plus 2. I know it's a little complicated, but if you get a score of 9, that's really good. 9 or better is good. Less than 9 means you need to work on this embedded competitor situation. And I have an ebook here, How to Handle the Embedded Competitor Problem. It goes a lot deeper than this video or even the article I've written. It's got a big narrative on it, how to handle the situation, 9 actions, plus actual dialogue to have with the people to become the number 2 supplier. And then there's a take it to the street section that help you feel comfortable. How do you make it fit your style? And there's an application story that'll generate maybe a few more ideas for you. And it's all here at the CLevelSellingTips.com. Go there, look for tip number 13, how to handle the embedded competitor, and I know you'll love it. Okay? Good selling. See you on the next tip.